going to move on to making your gauge. For this, just take whatever yarn you're using, whatever crochet hook you're using, and I want you to chain however many stitches you'll need to make a 4-inch long section, not stretched out, just regular. Then single crochet rows across until you reach 4 inches. Record down how many inches, so 4 for both of those, and how many rows and how many stitches. This will give us an unstretched gauge. When you put these numbers together, you will have stitches per inch and rows per inch of unstretched material. After you've recorded these numbers, I want you to actually stretch out your fabric until it reaches however far it'll go. Record down these new inches and then make a new rows per inch and stitches per inch. This will be your stretched gauge. Compare your stretch gauge to your unstretched gauge. Average the two numbers together, and that is what we'll be using for this pattern. Welcome back, everybody. Now that you have your gauge set, I'll be showing you how to take 7 different measurements that you'll be using for this pattern. Measurement number 1. We will be measuring across the front of our chest from one underarm to the other of where we want our crop top to fall, how far apart we want it to be. If you have a flexible tape measure, so a plastic one, you're welcome to just measure from one end to the other and convert that to stitches. If, however, you don't, or if you want to go directly to stitches, chain however many you will need to go from one side to the other and record that many. Make sure you pull it tight. Your second measurement will be from the fullest part of your chest, from one end to the other, across. Let me show you. It's a little confusing to say it the way I did. From one side, here, across the fullest part of your chest, here. Measurement number 3. This one you'll be measuring the distance in between your first measurement and your second measurement. So you'll be holding it, fullest part of your chest here, up to where you want your underarm to end. That'll be your third measurement. This one we eventually want in rows because you'll be doing rows leading up to it. But if you measure it in stitches, convert it to inches, then convert it to rows. Measurement number 4, we will also want to have in rows, and that will be similar. So you'll be at the middle of your chest, going to the base. Measurement number 5. This one, you don't need to measure if you know your bra size, because it's just the band you'll be measuring across the top of your chest. If you don't know your bra size, or if you want to double check it and make sure, just do the same thing. Chain however many you need, place it across the front of your chest, loop it around to the back to where it meets. You take your band size, or that length that you get, which is the same thing, and you will subtract 10 inches from it. After you subtract 10 inches from it, you're going to convert to stitches. Your sixth measurement, measurement number 6. You will be measuring how tall you want your crop top to be. So, taking the measurement, taking the placement for the measurement of number 1, your underarm, and measuring up to however high you want it to fall. I like mine pretty high, but you can always have yours lower, and you can even not even have one there. You can leave it here. That'll be measurement number 6. Record this in inches, which you will convert to rows. Measurement number 7. You will be measuring from the base of your chest down to where you want your crop top to hit. You may not want it to be a crop top at all. You may want it to go all the way down, or you may want it to come up higher than I did. Whatever you like. But you'll be measuring that, and you'll be converting it to rows. Now that you've taken your gauge and also looked at all your different measurements and recorded those down, we're going to move on to actually making the pattern itself.